No, the quiz you will be seeing is from the original user. To avoid copyright issue, I cut out the parts from the original video and added with a different effect. That way it will not cause any copyright issues. Basically, no, I just cut out from the original video, not the full part. I hope this will be helping for the YouTube community and enjoy the video. Enjoy. Throughout history, there are several teams, whether from comics, games, anime, or etc. Each team consists of either heroes or villains at best, but sometimes they have different goals, and one of them is either ruining the world, or saving them, or even, well, based on destroying it at best. But what happens when you pit the Prophecy's 6 heroes up against a team of thieves? The Phantom Thieves, a group the high schoolers set on sending away the dark hearts of corrupt adults of Persona 5. And 6 heroes. Basically, another group consists of 6 different individuals to take down the Black Beast of BlazBlue. Now, to make this fight much more fair, I am not becoming Yukutomi Ghost form, because basically enough, I'll get to that later, but it seems a little bit too unfair for the Phantom Thieves, so for the sake of this episode, I am not recalling the Ghost form. My name is Desto24, and my job to analyze these two, well, basically now, teams to see who will win in a deadly duo. To learn about the Persona 5 and the Phantom Thieves, we must learn the hard hearts of corrupted adults. Basically enough, the dark hearts of corrupted adults is basically enough the 8 deadly sins version. Anyways, the dark hearts of corrupted adults, wow, I can believe that's actually a thing, consists of 8 of deadly sins: lust, burning, assault, wrath, greed, envy, and of course, pride. And the career of the, well, basically not the Dark of Bad, well, baby, well, basically not the one of the main villains, but the one who controls the dark hearts of adults is basically now Gilbert Bose. Wow, that's a very mouthful name. But anyways, he's in control of the dark hearts of the corrupted adults. And wow, I don't know how to say this, but anyways, he's based on the control and God as well. However, a group of high school students at day, but when they are at night, they're basically now Phantom Thieves. Basically enough, these, well, based on 10 members of the Phantom Thieves are basically now a group that would take down the dark hearts of corrupted adults. And wow, they're again pretty weird to say that, and basically now taking down them once and for all. To start off with this, we have Joker, the leader of the team, or otherwise known as Rondewaku, or Akia. Well, anyways, Joker had been in this series before, back in last season. But anyways, Joker had the third eye, which is a special ability that Akia can use both in real and metaverse. And the metaverse is based on a app phone, allows Akia to travel the metaverse as well. In the real world, Joker possessed 2 different types of arsenal. Combat knives, which is melee weapons. His strongest knife is actually Paradise Lost. Another weapon is his handguns, based on airsoft guns at best. And due to the nature of the content world, they work like normal guns. However, his strongest gun is actually the God of 8,000 demons. And since they're actually a thing in this Persona game, Joker possesses a rare ability called Persona Summoning, where Akira's main ability is to summon a incredible powerful spirit at will, and his most powerful spirit is also is resistant towards darkness and basic skills, including verbal to ice and light. And his most powerful technique is the average result, an ability that increases Akira's chance to doing damage at his opponent. Up next is the non-scroll group, Richisamoto, or known as Gaul. Wow, that's even weird and awkward at the same time. But anyways, Noko is basic enough the non-scroll group, but it doesn't mean he's that powerful. Basic enough, like Akira, Noko possesses the Metaverse Norn, which I already cleared before, but his most main weapon is his rods, his main melee weapon, and sometimes use a random object. And knowing that, he also has his shotguns, his personal choice with firearms, but he rarely start up his lower M31. And thanks to being in the streets, he was able to answer to athletic prudence, where he actually had been trained in track and field, and he also used his experience to his advantage, and even considered as the best runner in the group, serving as the most fastest member in the group as well, human standards of course. But like Joker, he also possessed Persona Summoning, and based on already discussed that in Joker, but based enough, he is the most powerful ability where he summons incredible powerful spirits at will, and the most powerful spirit he possesses is Katakido. Katakido is resistant towards electric, but it's actually weak to wind attacks. Plus, his most powerful attack is his God Hand, where a physical attack that deals critical damage to his one fall. Up next is the sex appeal of the group, Anna. Anna is based on once been fooled by one of Lust's dark hearts, but based on she became a more better character. Anyways, Anna had the Metaverse known like his other two members, like I said before, and plus her main weapon is actually whips, since her codename is actually Panther. Based on her strongest whip is her Snow Queen whip. And for guns, she basically have her main weapon, which is her strongest gun, the Wild Hunt, which basically enough is kind of represented as a hunt for the Panthers. Anyways, if that weapon doesn't work, she have her signature technique, her seduction expert. In Mercy, Anna can resort to using her body to act as a diversion to the enemy. So in short term, she used this. Like I said, from the other two members I already talked about it, there's gonna be a lot about it. I mean, a lot. She can able to summon a persona, a strong, powerful spirit, and her strongest spirit is Carmen, another persona for N, which resists towards fire attacks but weak to ice ones. However, with her persona Carmen, secret technique is the Blazing Hell, where fire deals massive damage to her foes, all foes at once. And up next, it is fire of the group and also one of spirit visual one, surprisingly, Yusuke Masu, but his code name is Fox. And basing out, throughout his training of street fighting, he may not have formal training, but he able to learn how to fight thanks to the help of Genki and Reizi. He learned several techniques such as the spirit gun, where Yusuke's signature move, where he connects spirit energy into his right hand, interfere, and release it like a butcher. Huh, how could I seen that before? But anyways, he also learned another technique, which is the spirit wave, where he used to use it to tour his entire body into a colosseum for his spirit energy. Plus, with spirit punch, Yusuke is able to infuse parts of his body with the spirit energy and affect and enchanted his ability into physical combat, including his own punches as well. And of course, I already talked about 3 of them, and like I said, there's gonna be others that have the same ability. but different personas, which is persona summoning. I already talked about that, so let's just get to this persona, which is Goldman. Goldman resists to ice but weak to fire. However, Goldman's signature technique is the Maruta, a heavy ice damage to all foes and rare chance of infecting them and even frozen them by crystal ice. Up next is the lovable cat of the group, and surprisingly, maybe half human, Mona. Wait, that his name? Or is it a she? Is it he? Oh, okay. Anyways, Mona basically not a cat, but it could be possible he is human. But anyways, he learns shapeshifting where he shapeshifts to a cat, or a car at best. They do that inside the metaverse. He also has extra thieving they to experience with his teams. And plus, he has weapons such as based on his swords, were based on his main method of melee combat, but his most powerful one is the Kronosaurus. And for his gun is based on slingshots. Basically now, this is Mara's main method, besides others have guns. But basically now, his most powerful slingshot is a Pontop. A Topara. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's pretty interesting, my best. And like I said before with the other four, Mona surprisingly possesses persona summoning for some reason. And like I said before, persona summoning can summon a powerful spirit to help in their will. And Mona's strongest spirit or persona is Zoro. Zoro is resistant to wind attack but weak to electric ones. However, his most trigger technique is the Joyful Resort, and resort all health, of course. Up next is the Queen of Punching, or based on the Queen of the Knuckle Sandwich, Mocha. Is that right? Mocha? Anyways, Mocha and her signature codename Queen have also had the metaverse Snowfire, and like Joker and also Skull, she also possesses from the inside of the metaverse, but her signature weaponry is actually her bruised knuckles, where they signature melee combat. She also has revolvers, which is based on a main method for long or short range combat, but her strongest revolver is actually the Judge of Hell. But she is a master strategist, making her the intelligent of the group as well, since they're expert at strategy, of course. And like her other team members, she possesses persona summoning, her main ability, and based on summoning a powerful spirit, which I already covered other members. But her most signature persona is actually Janana. Is that right? Janana? Yeah, anyways, Maka's inner persona, Janana, is resistant to nuclear skills, but vulnerable to psychic ones. And with atomic abilities, and her atomic attack is actually an atomic flare, it deals more damage to burn, paralyze, or even freeze her opponents, and wow. And since we're still talking about brains than brawn, let's talk about the hacker of the group, which is Oracle, or actually her codename, but actually her real name is Fuma Sakura. Sakura may not be a fighter of the group, but she mostly help out with her team, and what she make up for it is her hacking. She is extremely gifted to hacking a few skills, including in the field as well, and like Joker and her other member, well some of them, had the metaverse known part where she had the metaverse. She also had a moral support where she will support her allies by causing bloods, healing, or even restoring stamina during the middle of the fights. And surprisingly, despite never actually having any form of combat, she had persona summoning where she summoned a powerful spirit like her team members, and based on help her out to any situation as well. Basically now her most powerful persona is her Nomicon, well based on Nomicon, is it, okay, pronounce I get this wrong, Nomicon or Kokon, and based on represent as a UFO, we take a form of it, and based on it actually grants Forma a massive current and allow her to detect and analyze he or her opponents, and plus, even without a persona, she had a one final attack with her final guard, a chance to notify a fatal blow. Up next is the old-fashioned character, and based enough, I always want to say that, which is Hanamoto, aka Nuo. or is it Noir? Anyways, Noir and her codename have possessed a axe, or X of course, but her stronger one is the phrase of Duels, which is French for something. Plus her main gun is actually the grenade launchers. Wow. And like her team members, and I feel like I've been saying this the entire time, which is the metaverse Nobody, which I always said before. Basically now it allowed her to go to travel the metaverse from the real world to the metaverse, but her persona summoning, and of course like that I already said it before, and basically now I already said it twice or third, but anyway, to summon a powerful spirit from beyond. But what should make it interesting that Armona actually have two personas. The first one is Milady, where her Milady have entire persona, plus her most powerful attack is her Heat Rising, a temporary buff that increased all of her stats for some time. And actually, her ultimate persona had the most secret technique to nuke, where the percent ability that atomic tries to. Sorry, I gotta go to. But anyways, the final one is Goro, and his codename is Crow. Anyways, Goro possesses two swords, or actually sabers, which is the Luma and Quasar. He has the semi-automatic pistols, which is Mobilus 2, and Golden Beam. Plus, he has the psychotic mode, where he drastically increases his health and power to mass to next level, of course. And like the other Persona characters, or based on the Phantom Thieves already covered, he also has the Persona Summoning, where you can guess what he can do like the other cast. Get summon a powerful spirit to help them in a fight. And based on him too, such as Robin Hood, where he temporarily decreases attacks on his opponents and even defense and agile of a single enemy. And plus his other, based on second persona he possesses is Loki. And no, I'm not talking about the Marvel Loki, I am talking about the persona Loki. Anyways, Loki's most powerful technique is Material Lawn, an attack that costs several almighty damage to all opponents around him, making, based on surprisingly Loki, a useful and not crucial character didn't betray the other group. Okay, oh wow, that's a lot. Anyways, overall, the Phantom Thieves consists of 10 characters, well, 9 if you don't want to count Funa. But anyways, these 10 members of the Phantom group consist of strength, brawn, and also smarts, and help them in the fight, even defeating the final boss once and for all. In short, you'll get your heart stolen by the Phantom Thieves.
Don't come back!
Beautiful rose has thorns.
The finale.
Felt that one. Wasn't that graceful?
Learned your lesson?
Long ago, a dangerous beast called as, the Black Beast is responsible for the calling and also destruction of the event of the timeline of BlazBlue. And basically now, and gone forever, and basically now gone to a massive circle, and basically now, you get the point, right? But anyways, the Black Beast was legendary, no one can able to stop this beast. Until these 6 mysterious individuals team up to take down the legendary Black Beast. They were to succeed and basically now became heroes. However, the years later, they are left unknown. However, today it could be possible they might return to face off with this legendary beast for its return. Basically now, this is the legend of the 6 heroes. To start with the list, let's start off with Hookahman. Huh, okay, I'll add that to the most weirdest names for a character. But anyways, Hookahman is basically enough the sorcerer in the group. His secret techniques are melee, where one of the most 11 new created by Night Phantom. The drive, God Slash, where basically okay with the block damage. He also had this another technique called the Crimson Looks, where he lunged forward and slamming the opponent into the ground with his sword, and then lead onto or out combos presented in sort of get cost 1 mana. Plus, he also had the Empty 6 form, the Time Killer, where Hogo focuses energy, then delivers a single blow, and even should it land an awful time. Plus, his Overdrive also the Demon God, a temporary person and increasing both his attack power and toughness, and even in addition increasing the rate at which he naturally generates mana with his attacks and blocks. However, before all of this with his signature weapon, the Earthblind, which is his sword. The Earthblind constantly attack a brilliant object and notify and even destroy it as well. Up next is the ninja or cat ninja of the group, Jubei. Jubei have many techniques, but his arsenal is actually the Motoku Kusuko, a natural and cursory weapon, the final stage of Arizona, and forged to combat the Black Beast. Plus, his eye was actually belonging to his own brother, given to him by Rachel Ardrio, allowing him to force Terminus specific form to return. With that, he performed several techniques such as triggering the Sea Fire during a strike and rushes past the opponent, marks him with a black crosshair. He also had the Twin Guardians and Mercury Strike that at least reaches above the foe and slashes them with a driving attack. He also had another technique, the Emperor Object, where he turns Shunui and Shunui the Haguri and upgraded with a person as well. But his more iconic technique is the Shura, where he transforms into a black with blur and basing up striking at his foe with a fairly aggressive slash that Jubei then could finish off with his attack that appearing behind the foe and even slashing them at them. Surprisingly for a cat ninja, I'm not too surprised to a person or thing to that one. Up next is the 9 Phantom, and little fun fact, I think Jubei and 9 the Phantom pretty much have a relation, well kinda. Anyways, 9 the Phantom is based on one of the 6 heroes, and based on she possesses techniques such as the Sword of Everlasting Darkness, and summon a Triton in front of her. The Lapis of Sadness were based on conquering a block of ice and then use it. It's brutal and sorry, I feel like a broken record, but to be honest, there's a lot I had to cover. But anyways, she had the Choice of Agree, where 9 creates a block of ice that block the launcher and then sprint and deals more damage. The Mace of Murray attacks with a hazel air steam that deals more damage than Paradox, knock them down on the hit. But her most tough technique is her endless sky of colorless desert, the colorless void, and sorry. Anyways, 9 can summon a Honoroku who devours the opponent and traps them in a cage of fire. The 9 even raises into the air and creates a giant portal that rains down several meters to finish her opponent off once and for all. Impressive. Up next is Panami the Tri. Anyways, and little fun fact, Phantom is actually possessed by Trilly, a former 6-year-old member, and possesses a little girl. Anyways, possesses a weapon that based on a magical weapon, the magical sniper. Her technique is Blast Angel that creates catching an opponent with a net that rushes several of them, and based on the attack, also make transfer into Busek. But anyway, she had another technique with a Star Moon, who runs on a blue and based on hers with a short period of time, and based on while in midair, movement can be controlled, but based on entire barrier guard. She also had the shiny Lord Force that first immobilizes the opponent with a laser, and then dashes them out massive damage with a launcher laser. She also had the Air Pulse with 3 different attacks that perform depending on which button or player, or even a technique that even press while hopping. But her second technique is to make current, where it strikes the opponent with a flying surfboard attack, breaking one per guard and basing a block and current to the ground glass slide, and if it uses a counter, it pretty much makes a combo out of. Up next is Burn R. Helsing, and basically enough, but saying that name is pretty like Trifarian. Basically enough, Helsing basically transforms into a werewolf, transforming like your normal one, but have you control it. With his wolf transformation, or even without it, he performs techniques such as the Greater Wind Wolf, which basically cancels the recovery of a special move and into a rushing way, of course. He also possesses another ability, the Night Hunter, where it dashes forward with his legs, transforms and shoulder, and tackles his opponent, and moves forward specifically. He also has the Moon to Light, which is the Moonlight in English, aerobatic and spin kick, aim upward and base out after transforming with his lead leg, and sends the opponent into the sky and fall back on hit. But his most sacred technique is the Storm Wolf, which is the Storm Wolf. Dashes forward and attacks with a transformation wolf head when it bites his opponent. Should we connect and then he able to go toward a few attacks with burning body parts, and basically now rapid fire series of lightning kicks ended with a back pushing kick that caused a ground slide. Okay, there's one more. The one more technique I had to mention, and wow, there's a lot. Basically enough, it's a blood vermin, which is translated to blood full moon. When the opponent flies higher into the sky with a full moon, ended with a downward falling leap or reap, of course, quad slash with a blood is the screen with several more slashes, reversing and inverted with a finishing blow. And finally, we get to the last member of the 6 heroes, and also psychopath, known as being kind of main villain, which is Yokoturu. Basically enough, Yokoturu is basically enough another character that's based around something. But anyways, Yokoturu is basically enough one of the most powerful and much more dangerous foes. His grand fan is destroying his drag down and at his opponent while clothed and basing up upward. I forgot to mention the word Fang, which I forgot to mention, sorry about that. But anyways, he also had the current Fang, where basically tries to do the Fang to strike, when he starts a down opponent several times and then kicks them away. He also had the current Fang, where basically he headbutts his opponent, and then basically overhead strike, while tortured by a snake-shaped energy aura, and basically with a snake bite, he would a technique where basically rushes forward with his hand and send it punishing the opponent and basically into the air and pulling them back down into the ground. He also has the returning fans, where he swings over fans at the opponent and blinding them in a coil chains in midair and then launching them afterwards. I also forgot to mention he also has the transformation of Suguro, which is a crazy version of Hukuman. But anyways, with this transformation, he has one more technique, which is the Time Killer. Basically with this, he focuses his energy and delivers a single blow and should it land all the time that the opponent has possessed, or even have ever possessed in this timeline, and all others immediately destroyed and fatally deleting from reality entirely. Overall, the 6 heroes are pretty much the most powerful team in the BlazBlue series so far. They will defeat the Black Beast. Even when they're on their own, they face off with powerful abilities, including face off with several different opponents, even train one down at best. In short, the 6 heroes are meant to be a sick team, and based on no pun intended.
Last vestiges of humanity, how to harness and control the mystic force of the universe, known as magic. And humans fused it with science, creating what was to become known as Ars Magus. The humans who had the ability to use Ars Magus stood beside the 6 heroes and against the Black Beast.
Alright, battles have been done analyzed. Before I vote who's the winner, let's go see the results that you guys voted. Shall we? Let's go. Over 25 votes, the Thieves get 92%, and 6 heroes get 8%. And you could say they really steal the votes. Get it? Get it? Okay, I get. Okay, I know. It's bad fun. But anyway, so let's get to the comments, which is actually come for one. Phantom Majorda stated that he is interested with the fight, and based on that, he say that the Phantom Thieves take this because you, after telling me that Yuka will only be using his true form, that based on it seems easier to solve, the Phantom Thieves, well, based on it's gonna be a long sentence, and basically now he's staying with AP stomps and B-Blitz and also certain versatility. Oh, and also he mentioned that he's basically now he didn't have any concept weapons, meaning they aren't standard. If he recall it correctly, based on some of the members of the 6 heroes have merely those weapons. However, he also say that the Phantom Thieves have weapons that were ordinary, and you pretty much know what I'm talking about. But anyways, thank you much. Anyways, look at the winner. And the winner between the two teams that have different heroes but with different experience is the Phantom Thieves. Okay, basically not really a surprise. So basically enough, it's pretty much known that the Phantom Thieves, or in their full name, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, will be the winner. And basically enough, let's get the reason why the Phantom Thieves win this fight. Now, normally I do this, where I pit each member of the team to face out with each other, and basically enough, talk about how one of them able to take that one. You know what? Since I feel like this will be a bit too long, I'm gonna explain how each team are shown at their best. So based on by even face out with the most powerful threat. Anyways, let's get to it. Basically now, the Phantom Thieves great speed and also face out with the most powerful threat, which is Duels the Busso. Where basically now, Busso is known as the god of control and ambassador of the collection of consistence. Where basically now, at his best, can be holds his full power and basically hold the universe, even if at best merging both the metaverse and reality together as well. And the Black Beast is a legendary beast for one main reasons. He's among the strongest beings of the BlazBlue world, and even strong enough to able like the hermit to defeat. Even showing the bad ending in Rana, when he loses control of the Black Beast, and even destroy a entire world that through the details of course are unknown. So to be honest, the Black Beast is much more powerful. But if you compare with the two of them, Yamato basically has much more power than the Black Beast. And for those that are BlazBlue fans, I'm sorry, but at best, the Black Beast at his potential is small panel level, but at Persona and Persona 5, it's at universal level. So basically enough, if you compare them, basically enough, Yamato is basically enough, much more powerful than Black Beast. Also, I worth mentioning that I did not feature the true form of Yuko or the ghost form or whatever called. It basically enough had much more potential. I didn't even include it because it can only require if he deserves Nuo. But basically now, when he gets access to the power eye, because basically now, I'm not gonna allow outside help because due to the fact he needed a sword to absorb Noah. Also worth mentioning that, even with that, he also worth mentioning that Phantom Thieves, say from Phantom Magia, have ridiculous multi-portal feats from each other. They're able to keep capable to taking and even dodging the Big Bang. Even defeating Yonto, which I already stated, the god of control, and human current, which is saved the metaverse created in each human considered into each count. So, yeah, it's pretty much simple. Although, if I were to say anything, if they were in Vigilante, Defendant Thieves will be at large star level, and the six heroes will be at their best small planet level. So in the end, Defendant Thieves have really taken out the 6 heroes in nearly every category, even showing them have defeated a much more tougher opponent. So basically, in the end, Defendant Thieves really stolen the BlazBlue fan. The winners is the Phantom Thieves.